This is your Weather Extreme video for August the 1st. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and wow, what a day we had yesterday. And let's take a look at the rainfall that occurred yesterday. And you can see that over parts of Shelby County, the radar estimated on the order of 4 to 6 inches of rain, and certainly caused a lot of problems and flooding. Fortunately, no problems like that this morning, but we still remain on a challenging forecast with a northwesterly flow pattern, a north to northwesterly flow pattern, and you can see that in the upper air pattern that is for today with overlaid on the water vapor imagery. We're dealing, of course, with a lot of moisture. We got some dense fog occurring this morning, but that will burn off. We're also concerned about heat advisories. Notice the dew points are generally in the mid-70s across central Alabama. And we're watching some very subtle changes that are occurring. And right now we don't have a lot going on radar. A few showers in South Georgia along the Gulf Coast. The QPF certainly indicating a good deal of precipitation over the eastern half of the country for the next 5 days, and of course a lot of moisture across the southeastern United States. Storm Prediction Center outlooking a slight risk along the north-central U.S. ahead of that shortwave trough that's going to drag a front into our area probably by the latter part of the weekend. And then we, due to a weak impulse on day 2, we could see some severe weather across southwest Georgia and the southern half of Alabama on day 2. That's Thursday. And the tropics are heating up also. We are watching 2 areas. The one in the Eastern Caribbean certainly doesn't show much signs of doing much development right now, but the one behind it, about 1,100 miles east of the Windward Islands, is showing some signs of organization, and it's also pretty far south, and that is always a concern because that means it could get into the Caribbean. Once it gets into the Caribbean, it could get into the Gulf, but we're not forecasting that just yet. We'll be watching for how that changes. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run. So we're looking at the modeling and the northwesterly flow. We've got several impulses. You can see a little impulse there over Mississippi. That's associated with some showers over Arkansas early this morning, but any one of these impulses could help to develop showers and thunderstorms. We see a little one slide down across the Georgia-Alabama line on Thursday. That's kind of late tonight and into Thursday morning. And, of course, that could produce another round of showers and thunderstorms. On Friday, we see another one coming across. We've got the flattening of the ridge to our west, and we're kind of trying to connect the Bermuda High with the ridge to our west, but that trough moving through the north-central U.S. is flattening the ridge somewhat, but we still got this weakness over us, and so what that means is we stay somewhat unsettled with reasonably good chances for daily showers and thunderstorms. You know, in the summertime, a lot of times it's just 20-30%. Looks like, you know, it's at least a little bit higher than that, on the order of, you know, maybe 40, 50, 60%, with it being somewhat unsettled. We stay with a weakness on Saturday as the significant trough moves into the western part of the Great Lakes, and of course that will be dragging a front and a surface low across the Great Lakes, but we stay still unsettled. And once again, the GFS, which none of the models really handle these mesoscale convective complexes well, but is hinting at one in the vicinity of Memphis on Saturday. Of course, it's hard to put faith in that exact location, but certainly the model is giving it a good shot. As I say, the Bermuda High and the ridge try to get together, and certainly looks like, you know, we stay in the mid-90s probably for the weekend, and still a weakness over our area. So once again, showers and thunderstorms possible. As that trough moves across the Great Lakes, of course, it's going to drag a cold front into our area, and you can see by Monday, this is the 6th of August, you can see that trough has moved off into New England, but you can see its effects being felt by pushing the Bermuda High off a little bit, and indeed still we've got a weakness there, and that brings the front down into at least into Tennessee, and certainly gives us a focus for additional showers and thunderstorms. And at the end of the period, and the GFS cut off this morning, so I don't have maps beyond the 7th, so we're only going out through Tuesday, but once again, it's still showing the ridge to our west, so the pattern doesn't really change that much, with a bit of a weakness along the east coast. So once again, showers and thunderstorms, a very real possibility. Well, that'll do it for this Weather Xtreme video for this Wednesday morning. Certainly appreciate you staying tuned. Expect to have the next one posted by 7 to 8 a.m. or so on Thursday morning. I hope your day is a good one, and Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.